Okay, so I talked about this Michelle and Shannon people on my Facebook. I know that for sure. Let's learn some history about them. Are they bad people? Are they abusive people? Are they rapists? Are they liars? Are they in Philadelphia? Is one in Philadelphia? And it's one in California, in LA. Do they know each other? Are they family? Do they abuse animals? And they abuse people? So these are the two that like to work with rapists. They work with people that rape people. They work with liars, manipulators. Do they try to manipulate people? Are they on the Fowler side? Are they Fowlers? Are they Meadows? Do they have children? Do they work with the police? Do Monica work with the police? The one who was supposedly raped by Ernest? What? Did Monica try to kidnap my daughter? The Monica girl used to date Ernest back in the day. One. And she told to me on the phone about the abuse she was going through with Ernest. And Ernest supposed to make her lose their baby. Did Ernest think she was dead from a car accident? So I guess she supposed to be in something like protective custody from Ernest. Yet she would come around him and he's supposed to have raped her. Mind you, I was raped by Ernest. And I got a rape test done at Jefferson Hospital. And for some reason, even though I know his DNA was inside of me, he never went to jail for it, did he? She get raped by Ernest, and he goes to jail. No. Yet, how I see it is that he didn't go to jail because of her rape. He went to jail because of my rape. Because she was the one that would go around him trying to entice him in sexual ways. I didn't do that. I was drunk, passed out drunk when he raped me. Is that true? And the crazy thing is, when I lived in Northeast, her family happened to live around the corner from my house. The same block when my daughter left my house, she went to. And Ernest got her from that block and told me the Puerto Ricans paid him to take my daughter. And it was weird because the detective that was on the case, did I ever speak to the detective when I called? The detective ever called me back when I would call and get no answer from him. Was the detectives working with the people that had my daughter and knew that Ernest had my daughter? This is the same area I was in, where I lived at was the same area I was in years before this, that Ernest stole my vehicle. And when I called the cops, they told me I had to make a report at their police station, as if since it happened in their district, I had to call the cops. I had to go and make a report in their district. So Ernest was not locked up for stealing my vehicle. And he took my vehicle to Southwest, which I went there, and the cops came out because of how he was acting. I didn't want him in the house with my children. We lived in Southwest Philly, and the cops did the cops do anything about what he did? I heard his family was cops. Whatever. And was his family, the police, and their people the one that was helping Ernest get off for crimes he was committing? You can see Ernest on my Facebook page. If you look at my Facebook page, I have a picture of Ernest of him being in jail and stuff. Matter of fact, it's not. I did have something I think, but I have. Is Ernest on Megan's Law? Did his parole officer that I talked to at my house in Southwest tell me he was on Megan's Law? Did his parole officer know it was children living in the house where me and Ernest was residing at? The cops also, the lady cop looked a little Spanish with a bird in her head, told me that me and Ernest were spiritually married. And they allowed Ernest and his mother to take my children with them. I was telling you what happened. Yet at the same time, when I was going through a matter with my daughter father, they would say they couldn't get in. Did they get into custody, anything when it came into my daughter? If the children's in my care and we don't have custody papers, they let whichever parent have the children, they have them. Is that true? Well, the neighborhood seen this lady snatching my children. Did Sylvia snatch my children out my hands? Yeah, that's not what the cops said. The reason was that they were able to take my children, wasn't it? They said me and Ernest was spiritually married, didn't she? This is the 18th district. And after they allowed it to happen, did they come in 302 me? No, the word. You know, and it showed that something wasn't right. Let me tell you how after I got out of 302, me and somebody else went to Ernest's house because it was some shit that happened. Long story short, I gave him a van to get him. Was Ernest calling me, making it as if I owed him for something? That nigga ain't pay a bill in the fucking house, did he? Yeah, I owed him for something. So me being me, how I felt this time, the energy was more so like, just shut the nigga up and give him the van, which the van needed work. And the only thing he had to give me back was my tags. It's all right. He refused to give me my tags back for my vehicle. The cops came out to the scene. Did the cops make him give my tags? This is also, again, the 18th district. Is that true? Lost that one. He told, did he get loud with the cop and told him to shut up and get back in the van? Did the cop apply to what he said? So the cops let Ernest run them. So what? And he probably try to do the same thing while he's in jail. And so when you're in jail hanging around that boy, watch yourself. Because he tried to befriend the COs to be on his side against y'all. Is that true? I know y'all noticed a difference in how the COs was with y'all before he got there and when he was there. Anybody smart can see that, that's true. Yet, cops work with cops. That's why the cops helped her. Monica, don't you got a man in Jersey? Why you was trying to entice Ernest? Because if that man from back in the day is still with you, let's do a reading for this. Was she trying to cheat on this man with Ernest and other men? Monica, how did your niece feel getting beat up by my daughter, bitch? After my daughter beat her niece or cousin, whatever the fuck, I forgot what relationship, but it's a little girl that lived around the corner. They used to come to my house. My daughter beat her up, and after my daughter beat her up, that incident happened. You know, of her being kidnapped, being trafficking, the child trafficking bullshit with Ernest and them Spanish people. It's a connection. The house that my daughter was at, did it get burned down? The house that Ernest lived in on Cedar Ave, did it get burned? Is Ernest is Ernest allowed to go back to the house? Ernest's mother usually buy him vehicles. Is Ernest's mother dying? I don't know. Come on, I can't make this shit up. The shit in Philly crazy. When I told y'all I would have posted something before how Philadelphia let rapists get off, let them criminals get off. Ernest one of them. The police at the 18th district let him get away with things. You know what I peeped? We lived on Ortiz Avenue, which is the 18th district. That's true. Then he stayed on that side and went to Cedar Avenue, which is also 18th district. Why? He stayed in the 18th district area. Lost that word. 18th district could not be trusted when it comes to the islands. Can they? Lost Go through anything in the 18th district with the islands when they want to call the cops. Put your phone out when the cops come. And post whatever you record. Because they don't want cameras out there, do they? Lost. Ernest, the one who used to live in North Philly. They chased him out of North Philly. Yeah, let him tell it. He could fight. Ernest fight. When me and him lived on Ortiz Avenue, his little cousin that was in middle school used to call him to fight the boys in the middle school. She didn't call her brothers that's younger than Ernest. She called Ernest to fight them. Desi. Lost. And his mom moved to the 18th district too, on Walnut Street, not too far from West Philly High School.